If you've ever wondered how to add a radius in Tinkercad, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you two simple methods to round edges in Tinkercad, even though there isn't a dedicated fillet tool like you'd find in professional CAD software. We'll cover the fastest built-in radius slider method, and then I'll show you how to create a custom rounded corner using a round roof and a hole. If this tutorial helps you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more easy Tinkercad guides. All right, let's jump in. First, let's talk about the easiest method. Tinkercad has a hidden radius option inside some basic shapes, and the box is the perfect place to start. So go ahead and drag a box onto the work plane. Once the box is selected, look at the Shape Inspector in the top right corner. Here, you'll see a radius slider. This is the control that lets you round the edges of the shape. If you move the slider to the right, you'll see the sharp corners start to soften and curve instantly. Now here's an important tip. If you want the rounded edges to look clean and smooth, always increase the steps setting all the way up to 20. The more steps you use, the smoother the radius will appear. If the steps are too low, the corners can look blocky or stepped, which usually makes the model less polished. So for a better result, set the radius, then push the steps bar to the maximum. This method is great when you want to round all the corners of a basic cube or block quickly. It's simple, fast, and perfect for beginners. But what if you don't want to round every edge? What if you only want to soften one specific corner or create a radius on a more custom shape? That's where the second method comes in. For the second method, we're going to use a round roof shape to create a custom rounded cut. Start by dragging a round roof onto the work plane. This shape will act like the rounded part of your cut. Next, rotate and position it so it lines up with the corner you want to round. Then drag a box hole onto the work plane and combine it with the round roof so the shape behaves like a cutter. The idea here is to create a negative radius. Instead of adding material, we're removing material to shave off the sharp corner. Once the round roof and the box hole are aligned correctly, group them together to form your custom cutting shape. Then place that cutter over the sharp edge of your model. When you group the cutter with your main object, Tinkercad will trim the corner and leave you with a smooth rounded radius. This technique is especially useful when you're working on more complex models and only want one part of the object rounded. It gives you much more control than the built-in slider, and it's a great workaround when Tinkercad doesn't have a direct fillet tool. One thing to remember is that alignment matters. If the cutter is even slightly off, the radius may not look clean. So take your time, zoom in, and make sure the shapes are sitting exactly where you want the corner to be cut. Once everything looks right, group the shapes and check the result. If needed, you can always undo and adjust the position until the radius looks perfect. So to recap, if you want a fast and easy way to create a radius in Tinkercad, use the radius slider on a box and set the steps to 20 for smooth edges. If you need a more custom rounded corner, use a round roof and a hole to build your own cutter. Both methods are simple once you know where to look, and they can make your Tinkercad designs look much more professional. If this video helps you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Tinkercad tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.